The gaming community is buzzing once again, and this time the spotlight is firmly on Nintendo. For months, speculation has been swirling about the long-anticipated successor to the wildly popular Nintendo Switch. Fans have debated everything from hardware power to backward compatibility, from new Joy-Con designs to cloud gaming integration. But in the past few weeks, a shocking new update has surfaced, sending ripples through forums, social media platforms, and gaming news outlets. The supposed Nintendo Switch 2 leak doesn't just tease minor adjustments. It suggests a bold evolution of Nintendo's hybrid console vision, one that could change handheld and console gaming forever. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. To understand the weight of this update, we need to first rewind and revisit the cultural impact of the original Switch. Released in 2017, the Switch defied industry trends. While Sony and Microsoft leaned heavily on raw performance, higher resolutions, and cinematic gaming experiences, Nintendo doubled down on innovation, accessibility, and hybrid play. The Switch's ability to seamlessly transition between handheld and docked modes redefined what players expected from their gaming hardware. Over 140 million units later, it's one of the most successful consoles of all time. Yet even the most beloved hardware eventually faces the limits of its design, and in the eyes of many gamers, the Switch's performance has been overdue for a significant overhaul. This is where the so-called shocking new update comes into play. According to insiders close to the development pipeline, Nintendo has allegedly finalized the architecture for the Switch 2, and it's far more ambitious than early reports suggested. Instead of a minor iterative upgrade, the system could boast a custom chip co-developed with NVIDIA, featuring next-generation DLSS 3.5 upscaling technology. That means titles that might traditionally run at 1080p handheld could be upscaled to near 4K fidelity when docked, rivaling the visual clarity of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, without requiring as much raw processing power. This update alone represents a seismic shift in Nintendo's design philosophy. But the leaks didn't stop there. Perhaps the most shocking revelation involves the handheld display. Reports claim the Switch 2 will abandon the 720p LCD panel of the base model and instead ship with a gorgeous 1080p or even 1440p OLED display. If true, this would push handheld visuals to an unprecedented level of sharpness and vibrancy. Imagine experiencing titles like Breath of the Wild 2 or Mario Kart 9 on a portable screen that rivals modern smartphones in clarity. Gamers everywhere are already fantasizing about how this will elevate Nintendo's first-party titles, which are famous for their artistic direction but sometimes criticized for running at lower frame rates. Equally intriguing is the chatter about backward compatibility. A point of concern for millions of existing Switch owners has been whether their game libraries would carry forward. Early hints suggested that the Switch 2 might not support older cartridges due to hardware redesigns. However, the new update paints a different picture. According to a supposed developer briefing, Nintendo has found a way to ensure physical cartridges and digital purchases from the Switch eShop remain accessible. This is more than just a technical win, it's a statement of goodwill, ensuring the loyal fanbase doesn't feel left behind as the company moves into its next era. And then comes perhaps the most controversial element of the leak: Joy-Con redesigns. Since day one, the detachable Joy-Cons have been both celebrated and criticized.